Hey friends, welcome to Knowledge Nest. Time is the one resource that every person on this planet has in equal measure, 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't luck, intelligence, or talent. It's how they use their time. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest motivational speakers of our time, once said, "Either you run the day, or the day runs you." Think about that for a moment. Are you in control of your time, or are you letting distractions, excuses, and procrastination dictate your life? Time is your most precious asset. Unlike money, time cannot be saved or earned back. Once a second is gone, it's gone forever. Many people live as if they have an infinite supply of time, but the truth is, we don't. That's why we must use it wisely. Imagine if someone deposited $86,400 in your bank account every single day, but by midnight, whatever you didn't spend would disappear. What would you do? You would make sure to spend every dollar wisely. Well, that's exactly what happens with time. You get 86,400 seconds each day, and whatever you don't use productively is lost forever. Time is the most valuable asset any person possesses, yet it is often taken for granted. Unlike money, which can be earned, saved, or invested, time is a resource that once spent can never be recovered. Every second that passes is gone forever, and no amount of effort can bring it back. This makes time the ultimate non-renewable resource, and how one chooses to use it determines the quality of their life. Many people mistakenly believe they have unlimited time, putting off important tasks, goals, and dreams for a later date that may never come. They delay personal growth, relationships, and meaningful pursuits, thinking they will always have time to catch up. But time waits for no one, and those who fail to recognize its value often find themselves looking back with regret. Successful individuals understand the power of time and treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that each moment is an opportunity to learn, improve, and move closer to their goals. They prioritize their tasks, focus on what truly matters, and eliminate distractions that do not serve their purpose. Instead of wasting hours on meaningless activities, they invest their time in self-improvement, building relationships, and creating something valuable. They understand that time is a currency, and every decision they make is either an investment or a waste. On the other hand, those who do not appreciate the importance of time often fall into patterns of procrastination, distraction, and idleness. They spend hours scrolling through social media, watching television, or engaging in activities that bring no long-term value. Over time, these wasted moments add up, creating a life of unfulfilled potential and missed opportunities. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not intelligence, talent, or luck, but how they use their time. One person may use their free time to read, learn new skills, or build meaningful relationships, while another wastes it on temporary pleasures. The results of these choices may not be immediate, but over months and years, they become clear. A person who values time will achieve growth and fulfillment, while someone who squanders it will find themselves stuck, wondering where all the years have gone. The key to a successful life lies in understanding that time is the most precious resource and making a conscious effort to use it wisely every single day. Small daily efforts create big success. Jim Rohn emphasized that success is a result of small, smart choices made consistently over time. Reading a book for just 10 minutes a day might not seem significant today, but over a year, it can transform your knowledge and mindset. Exercising for 30 minutes daily may not show immediate results, but in a year, your body will be stronger and healthier. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is not intelligence or resources, it's discipline. It's making the decision to use your time wisely every single day. Success is not an overnight phenomenon but a result of consistent effort applied over time. Small daily actions, even if they seem insignificant in the moment, compound to create massive results in the long run. People often underestimate the power of small, repeated habits, believing that only drastic changes lead to success. However, real transformation happens through the accumulation of disciplined actions, performed consistently over months and years. Whether it is improving a skill, building a business, or maintaining health, steady progress always outperforms sporadic bursts of effort. The challenge most people face is that they expect immediate results, and when they don't see them, they lose motivation and give up. But those who understand the power of small daily efforts remain patient and committed, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, brings them closer to their goal. Consider the example of learning a new language. If someone studies for just 30 minutes a day, it may not seem like much initially. However, over the course of a year, those 30-minute sessions add up to over 180 hours of learning. This consistency leads to fluency far more effectively than cramming for a few hours once in a while. The same principle applies to fitness. Exercising for 20 minutes daily may not show immediate changes, but over time, it builds strength, endurance, and a healthier body. On the other hand, trying to get fit by working out intensely for a few days and then quitting will not yield lasting results. Small actions, repeated consistently, create lasting change. The most successful people in any field rely on this principle. Writers who produce a page a day eventually complete an entire book. Investors who save and invest small amounts regularly build significant wealth over time. Entrepreneurs who take daily steps to improve their businesses experience exponential growth. The key is consistency. Many people struggle because they either procrastinate or attempt to do too much at once, burning out before seeing results. By focusing on steady, daily improvements, they would achieve far more than by waiting for the perfect moment or relying on sudden bursts of effort. Each small step may seem unimportant on its own, but over time, these steps create powerful momentum. What seems difficult in the beginning eventually becomes second nature, and what once felt impossible becomes achievable. Success, in any area of life, is simply the sum of small efforts repeated consistently over time. Regret is the cost of wasted time. One of the most painful emotions in life is regret. Regret for not spending time with loved ones. Regret for not chasing dreams. Regret for not taking action when the opportunity was there. Jim ROHN said, "We must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret." Discipline is hard, but regret is harder. At the end of your life, you won't regret the hours you spent working on yourself, improving your skills, or building meaningful relationships. But you will regret the time wasted on distractions, excuses, and fear. Regret is one of the most painful emotions a person can experience, and it often stems from wasted time. When people look back on their lives, they rarely regret the things they did. Instead, they regret the things they didn't do, the opportunities they missed, the dreams they never pursued, and the time they let slip away. Wasted time cannot be recovered, and the realization of this fact often comes too late. Many people live as if they have unlimited time, procrastinating on important goals, delaying meaningful conversations, and avoiding necessary actions. They believe that they will always have another day, another week, or another year to do what they should be doing today. But time moves forward relentlessly, and those who fail to use it wisely often find themselves burdened with regret. One of the greatest sources of regret is failing to chase one's dreams. Many people have ambitions, aspirations, and passions they want to pursue, but they put them on hold, waiting for the perfect moment. They tell themselves they will start next week, next month, or next year, but as time passes, they realize they have been saying the same thing for years. Fear, self-doubt, and complacency keep them stuck, and before they know it, their dreams fade into distant memories. Instead of taking action, they allow themselves to be consumed by distractions, settling for comfort instead of growth. When they finally realize the importance of time, they are left with the painful question, what if I had started earlier? Regret also comes from neglecting relationships. People often assume they will always have time to express their love, apologize, or reconnect with those who matter most. They prioritize work, social media, or trivial concerns over spending time with family and friends. But life is unpredictable, and the moments they take for granted can disappear in an instant. Many individuals only realize the value of relationships when it's too late, when they have lost someone dear to them, or when distance and neglect have created an unbridgeable gap. They wish they had spent more time with their loved ones, listened more, and cherished the moments that now exist only as memories. The regret of not being present for the people who mattered most is one of the deepest pains a person can carry. Another major source of regret is not taking care of one's health. Many people push their well-being to the side, assuming they can always start exercising, eating better, or prioritizing rest later. They ignore the warning signs, believing they are invincible, until one day, their body forces them to face reality. chronic illnesses, fatigue, and physical limitations set in, making them realize that they should have made different choices when they had the chance. The regret of knowing that poor decisions contributed to their suffering can be overwhelming. They wish they had taken small steps to maintain their health before it became a crisis. The pain of regret is far greater than the temporary discomfort of discipline. People who manage their time wisely, take consistent action, and make thoughtful choices rarely look back with regret. They may experience failures and setbacks, but they know they made the most of their time and efforts. On the other hand, those who waste time on meaningless distractions, delay important decisions, and ignore their true priorities often end up with a sense of loss that cannot be undone. The feeling of knowing that time was wasted, that opportunities were missed, and that life could have been different is a heavy burden to bear. The key to avoiding regret is recognizing the value of time before it's too late. Every moment is a chance to do something meaningful, whether it's pursuing a goal, strengthening a relationship, or taking care of oneself. Those who understand this make the most of every day, ensuring that when they look back, they do so with pride rather than regret. Conclusion: take control of your time today. So, I ask you today, what are you doing with your time? Are you using it to build the future you dream of, or are you letting it slip through your fingers? The choice is yours. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. But every minute you invest wisely brings you one step closer to success, happiness, and fulfillment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, because your time is your life, and your life is happening right now.